All right, class, in this video I'll be doing the first example from section 15.1. It states, the marginal cost in hundreds of dollars for the production of Q number of computers is given by C prime of Q is equal to 3Q plus 4 divided by 2Q. The cost to produce one computer is $250. Determine the cost function for this scenario. Okay, so the cost function is C of Q. And to find C of Q, we're going to have to find an antiderivative of C prime of Q. Because this is equal to the cost function plus some constant. All right, so we're going to find the antiderivative here. The antiderivative of 3Q plus 4 divided by 2Q dq. That is going to equal the cost function. However, that function is not in one of those forms that you see in the top right. It's not the form in pink, it's not the form in green, and it's not the form in blue. But what we can do with this function is rewrite it so we can apply one or more of those forms in the top right-hand corner. So to do that, notice that the denominator is just one term. So I'm going to split this rational expression into the sum of two rational expressions, like such. And then you may notice that the Q in the numerator and the Q in the denominator divide in the first term, and 4 divided by 2 in the second term is 2. So we can rewrite the marginal cost function as 3/2 plus 2 divided by Q. Okay, now we can apply the form in green to the marginal cost function. So this antiderivative is going to equal 3/2 Q plus 2 times the natural log of the absolute value of Q plus some constant. So the cost function so far is 3/2 Q plus 2 natural log of the absolute value of Q plus C. All right, well, we're not going to leave our cost function like that because we need to figure out what this value of C is that I'm about to highlight right here. And you may have noticed that we haven't used the fact that one computer is $250. So from that, we can write C of 1 is equal to $250. Well, that's equal to 3/2 times 1 plus 2 times the natural log of 1 plus C. So 250 is equal to 3/2 plus, now the natural log of 1 is equal to 0. So I'm going to write that as 0 plus C. 250 can be rewritten as 500 divided by 2. And so C is 497 divided by 2. So the cost function is 3/2 Q plus 2 natural log of the absolute value of Q plus 497 divided by 2.